Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's DLloyd, and today we have a few things that we definitely want to talk about. Mainly, we need to talk about Paul George and his relationship currently with the Los Angeles Clippers. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the Indiana Pacers, because the Pacers, a team that we've seen the potential, we've seen how good they could be last season, mainly Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton has been somewhat lacking this season, having a down year in pretty much every single category, shooting a career low from the three-point land, only shooting 38% from the field. I mean, he's down 5 points per game that he was last season. We have not seen the same Tyrese Halliburton. Now, what we are hearing, according to Kevin O'Connor, is that the main reason is not the ankle. The main reason that we are seeing the decline in the play of Tyrese Halliburton is because he has a back injury that he is nursing through. So we know that could take some time to fully recover. We've seen Halliburton out there playing, and I think he's going to continue to play. I don't think all of a sudden he's going to sit out. He's going to continue to play, but that is a theme, right, when it comes to this Pacers team, is injuries, right? And Tyrese Halliburton, can he figure things out? Can he get back on track? So far, the answer has been no. He has not played, and he hasn't necessarily played awful, but he has not played anywhere near the all-star level that we have seen. I don't think he's an all-star caliber player this season as it currently sits. So I think it's still early. We're going to need to see Tyrese Halliburton come back, fight through. I know he's going to be featured on starting five, so that's going to be interesting to kind of see some of the behind the scenes whenever that drops, I'm assuming, right, next season or next year. But very, very interesting to see that it is a back injury. We knew the ankle, at least I knew the ankle. The back injury is somewhat surprising, and we're going to see how long that is going to take. But with the Pacers, again, going through injuries, mainly at the center position. They brought in Wiseman. Wiseman goes down with the Achilles tear. They are weak at that center position. They're looking for an athletic big that can run the floor. He could also protect the rim. But a shocking name that came up as a team of interest, or a player of interest, is JaVale McGee. And that is what is being reported right now, that the Pacers have interest in bringing in JaVale McGee to fill out that spot. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I know JaVale McGee is 34, 35 years of age. I know he is up there. I know we have not seen, JaVale McGee, play great in some time, but I don't mind bringing in JaVale McGee. I don't mind that. He might be 36. The more I'm thinking about it, he might be 36, 37, but he's up there. I don't mind bringing in a JaVale McGee. Now, JaVale McGee knows his role. He's going to do what you ask him to do. Yes, he's not as athletic, but he's still a guy that has the athleticism. He's a more mobile center than most, even at this age. He can still somewhat protect the rim. Obviously, he's only going to be valuable in the putback game offensively. He's not really providing much else, especially at this point in his career. And he's not a very strong rebounder. But to come in, play spot minutes, maybe 10 minutes here, maybe 12 minutes there. I don't think he gets much more than that. I think JaVale McGee could be a solid play. I don't mind it. I actually don't mind it. And that could be shocking that I don't mind a JaVale McGee signing in the 2024-25 season. But I don't. I don't mind it at all. So that is something to watch and look forward to when it comes to the Pacers. How can Hallie come back from this injury? Is he going to continue to struggle? Will he get things corrected? And what are the Pacers going to do with that center position? Now, on to a team that did make some moves in the offseason. We're talking about the Clippers, because the Clippers are playing against the 76ers tonight. We've seen Paul George make his debut, missed a game winner, put up 15 points. Looked like, he had some rust. He had to knock off, but he's back out on the court. We're still waiting on Joel Embiid. That's a whole nother story, whole nother subject. But from what we've seen from Paul George, he's going to take some time to get used to, his new teammates. But I'm excited for him in his role in Philly. With that said, Steve Ballmer was asked about Paul George, and they doubled down on their thoughts, saying that they believe that they made the right decision to move on without Paul George. Now, Norman Powell was also pointed out, saying addition by subtraction, right? So the team is going to maybe be a little bit better because they don't have him. And Norman Powell has been playing really well so far this season. I think last I checked, he was averaging about 24, 25 points per game. So he has definitely taken that step forward, but the Clippers still sit with a 3-4 record as they wait for Kawhi Leonard. Again, another topic for another day, right? Whether or not we're going to see Kawhi Leonard anytime soon back on the basketball court. We do know he's not going to be playing basketball this week. So we're going to see how they ramp that up. But they are doubling down. Now, if you remember, the Paul George situation was interesting because he felt that he was lowballed. He felt that he had a 2-year deal that wasn't worth anything what he was looking for. He wanted to match what Kawhi Leonard was getting. They did not want to do that immediately. They then came to him with that same Kawhi Leonard deal after the season, but at that point, he felt disrespected. He wanted a no trade clause with that. So he was asking for a little bit more than Kawhi Leonard. I know he says that, he just wanted what Kawhi got, but you were also asking for that no trade clause to be thrown in there as well. Rightfully so, right? You felt like you were, lowballed early, and now to kind of make up for that, I want a little bit extra on top. Of course, Ballmer and the Clippers were not willing to do that. They allowed him to leave. They had a trade pretty much drawn up with the Golden State Warriors. That fell through, of course, and now he's with the Philadelphia 76ers, and we are still waiting on Paul George and Joel Embiid with Maxey to play on the court all at the same time. So this is going to take some time to get used to, but to see the double down from Ballmer and the Clippers, they're not phased. They're moving on. They think they have a strong enough roster to compete and try to get into the playoffs. Without Paul George, of course, we will see how all of this transpires and if they are able to take that next step. So that's it for today's video, man. As usual, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe. If you haven't already, it's DLloyd. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.